What up, though, and shalom. I just want to talk about an experience that I had today. World Missionary Society, our Society of God, or whatever it is. No disrespect to the name, but I've noticed with the gaining of knowledge, the more knowledge we get, the more we walk away and push away religion. There's a reason for that. Think about it. We can argue over names, titles, positions, authorities, or we can use the abilities that we were created with and being enhanced with now by the Spirit of our Creator, those of us who are, through our experiences and trials and tribulations, to be the difference and to stand in the way of injustice or stand in the way of all things that are immoral, or we're just going to continuously argue and nothing ever gets done. So I just want to say that today, and I hope that it rings through to somebody. Even when we talk about prophecy, to be honest, if you want to talk religion, we can talk about it. But to be honest, I don't even want to hear it. Don't even bring it to me. Because at the end of the day, if you can't even discern your own religion or the principles of your own religion or even know the history of where your religion began, you won't even go to the depths of studying what it's about, then how are you going to sit there and talk to me about it? And how can you get mad at me if I don't accept a name that you give me no evidence or reason why I should even follow that person with that name? Especially when other people can say anything. And other people got that name too. They can have the same claim. You have to have evidence of proof of action, of work, fruit behind what you say. Otherwise, your religion is worthless. It means nothing. What about my brother's hungry? I got plenty of food. Let me give him some food so he's not hungry anymore. Because I'd want that for me. What about instead of murdering people, murdering babies that you have no right to choose who live or die? I don't give a damn if it's right wing, left wing, whatever. Pro-life, anti-life. The matter is, you didn't create that soul. You didn't create that spirit, so you don't get the right to destroy that spirit. Whether it's fully embodied or not, it's being formed and manifest in the womb. You have no right to choose whether it lives or dies. You thinking that is the reason why you're still a murderer in your own thinking and why things haven't changed for you in areas that you need them to. Because now you feel like you're the almighty authority and creator of everything, that you get to choose who lives and who dies. You don't have that authority or position, neither do I. So you don't get to make that choice. That's still murder. Thou shalt not kill. Okay? Let's go to politics, or let's give some names. Freemasons. To be honest, people will strike me down, probably nail me to a billboard so all of New York and Kentucky City can see it. I don't give a damn. The point is, to be honest, more Freemasons got more wisdom than you people who call yourselves Christians or any other religion in the world, because they're the ones that helped influence your religions through the wicked angels behind them. That's their ideas. You know what I'm saying? If the children of darkness are more wise than the children of light, that should say something. Don't demonize something because somebody says something that you don't understand or you're too lazy to do the work behind. That makes you a worse thing, a worse person, whatever. You're the demon that you're running from and that you're looking for and that you're trying to call everybody else. Look in the mirror. Look at yourself. That's you. There's multiple meanings to all kinds of symbols. In esoterics, the cross, the T, there's multiple meanings. So the real reality is we pick and choose which one we want it to mean according to what makes us feel a certain way by principle that we learn by learned behavior, to gain understanding or knowledge or wisdom of how things are and how they work and how to deal with people in situations around us during our period of experiencing life. Okay? Separating spirit from spirit is, you can't do that unless it's the Father dividing the light from the darkness, truth from the false. Because, a spirit is a spirit. It's eternal. Fire is fire. One fire is always greater than the other. One can cancel out the other. A volcano and a campfire, simply put. Or the fires in the heating chambers under the waters that's heating up the waters. That water's not putting that fire out. You want to talk about the glory of Yah? You're the glory of Yah. Look at you first. Examine the detail. Let's not passively keep saying, oh, well, that's just a tree. That's all you get out of that? It's a tree. It's a tree. Now, when you read a book, do you think the same about that book when you look at the book? Oh, it's just a book. But when you take time to examine it, to look at the detail, to appreciate it, oh, I thought that was going to be some crap, and that was a pretty good book. You could relate to it, right? Make the connection. Connection made. And to be honest, I don't claim Luciferianism. I don't. I'm not a Freemason. I was born into the Order of Eastern Star and of the Scottish Rite as a noble. I was born as a mafia child. I've done all kinds of evil under the sun. Against my creator, against other people. Committed adultery, cheated, lied, drugs, bath salt. I was raped as a child, committed all kinds of lying, abominations, idolatry, all that stuff. Bitterness, unforgiveness, greed, vengeance on people, vengeance thinking, all that stuff. But check yourself before you wreck yourself. Take the beam out your eye before you try to take it out somebody else's. I don't support Luciferianism. I don't support sodomy or homosexual rights. I don't support abortion. I don't support the wicked politics and religion. I don't support that. Because you claim it to be something that's helping somebody, but you're doing nothing to resolve the problem. You're just talking and still doing what you want to do, no matter what anybody else says or how it affects them. How do I know this? How many of you enjoy your family every day? For at least 12 hours a day. At least. How many of you can wake up and honestly, truly in your heart say that? That's the problem. So my question again is, what God do you serve? As the authority, meaning that's what God is. It's a place of authority, dominion, and power. So as creators, what creator do you serve? There's only one creator. We have the power of creation in our speaking, but we are also creation. There's a difference from being created and not being created and being the creator as himself. That's just the way it is because he is. That's the difference. Let's stop bickering about all these symbols and signs and stuff and demonizing other people when it's like, maybe it's presented to you for a reason. There's something in there that you need. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go to this World Mission Society Church of God. You know what I'm saying? Immediately I'm presented with people who, well, do you know Jesus or do you believe Jesus? I'm answering your question, but I said, first of all, let me give you the rest of the answer before you keep cutting me off. I didn't cut you off. Present yourself with some respect. I believe the signs and the miracles, the one who claimed to be Jesus in the Bible, even though my people haven't learned his true name. They look at the phonetic spelling or whatever, but regardless, looking at the fruit, I believe he who is in the Bible, that's written in the Bible, is who he says he is, and I believe he did and does still what he did and what he says he does still today and will do. 100%. That's what I'm saying. Don't listen to people's conversations to try to pick something out to use it against them and then try to ensnare them with their own words. That's all you just only raise an argument so you can use their own words against them. Because you have no creativity. You have nothing yourself to stand on as a foundation and to build around your thesis to state as a statement and project what you're trying to linguistically communicate or decipher to somebody else because of the interpretation you have. Again, when it comes to the word, also you are the word, the word of the living word made flesh. Made flesh. You know what I'm saying? You are the temple. I am the temple. He dwells in us by his spirit. But I'm going to correct something. Why the different names? You got all these people called Jesus. Hong Kong Wow or whatever his name is. The Christ. Then you got Jesus of Nazareth. You got Jesus of Sirach. And son of Sirach. You know what I'm saying? Jesus the Christ. Caesar born. Everybody want to be Jesus. But look at all the names, all the stuff that's done in the name of Jesus of wickedness. Thinking they doing the service to the Creator. I'll tell you like this. I call him Father. I call him my Creator. If his true name is Jesus, I believe him. If that's what he wants me to call him, I will call him that. But not because I feel. That's because of what he says and what he will present. Because he's going to present evidence and proof of truth of what he's talking about. Because he himself is going to do something about what he's talking about. He's already doing it and did it before he began talking about it. So if you ain't going to do something about it, don't talk nothing about it. Because you all talk, you ain't no action. This is the gospel. That's the gospel. You in the hood. Make the hood a different scene.